Okay. Okay, we're good to go? Fantastic. So, hi everyone. It's great to see you digitally again and for our last growth loop session of the year 2025. Today, I'm very excited to speak to you about our upcoming campaigns and our positioning, two of the main topics for today. And let's jump straight into it and have a look at the agenda. All right, so today's agenda, we will dive a little bit deeper into our positioning, the SuperOffice positioning, how we differentiate, but also, reflect upon how we can do that together. Secondly, we are very excited to launch to you the 2026 theme and campaign, which is highly integrable and adaptable regardless of which partner, which market, or which vertical, etc., that you focus on. Then I promised to follow up on the co-market sponsorship. What is really cool is that we have already had a partner contact us and submit for this already. So excited to share a bit more about that. We will also take a little walk down memory lane to look at what we've done together this year and take some inspiration and bring all of the good stuff with us in 2026 as well. We have also dedicated some time for Q&A. Any questions, feedback, comments, feel free to either save them for the dedicated session. If not, ask your question in the chat and our colleague Jeanette will make sure that we can also answer throughout in between each section. So, and I actually forgot to say that when I started, but my name is Bettina and I'm the CMO in SuperOffice. And to kick off with the first point on the agenda, our positioning, I have with me our Head of Communications and Brand, Tish Gilbert.
Fantastic. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It's so great to see that our selling partners, our referral partners, our App Store partners are all together in one room. So today I'm going to talk about something that will directly impact your business. It's about our rebrand. It's about our new market positioning. And when I speak about this, I'm not talking about, new visuals and new colors. What I'm talking about is something even more. It's about that crisper, more compelling story about who we are at SuperOffice. And hopefully, after this presentation, you will feel that, it's actually maybe a bit more easier to win customers, to differentiate, as well as to grow. So together, when we are external, it's very critical that we share one narrative and we're very consistent. So our customers absolutely know where we stand today, as well as where we stand tomorrow. So I should have already shown this slide, which I didn't. But let's just go to the next one. Let me talk about what I'm getting at. So on the 17th of November, we actually launched our rebrand and repositioning. And with that came a brand new vision, making every customer relationship valuable and effortless. That experience we want, right there, that is what we want our customers to feel when they utilize our platform. And hopefully together with your help, this is what we're going to deliver upon. Then, moving forward, we have our mission. How are we going to get there? Our mission is Europe's most loved CRM, simple to use, and powerful where it matters. And think about that. Think about that combination. Simplicity with power, right? So we're hoping that with this combination, we could win in a very competitive CRM landscape. And hopefully, this would help guide us. This is our customer promise that we should all enable to ensure that we do. Okay, so Then I'm going to talk about something that definitely should matter for you guys. It's our positioning pillars, right? So we have 4 concrete positioning pillars. I'll lightly go through each and every one of them. So, pillar number 1, we're future-proof. You know, what we believe is that we have an innovative CRM platform that actually grows with our customers. We are not there for everyone. In fact, we're there for our targeted ICPs. You know, we have select products that we believe that will make an impact. For example, going from AI all the way to automation. So with that, you're able to have, you could say, a strong, clear, compelling story that only adds value for you when you're selling in a long-term manner. Number 2, a proven track record. We're not new, you know, we're not untested. We've been around, 35 years, right? So we already have that customer satisfaction. We already have a proven track record of thousands of integrations. So, you know, hopefully with that, it's a story that you could utilize. Then, thirdly, local expertise. We know the European business, unlike our global competitors, right? We know the language, we know what our customers need, we even know the regulations as well. So definitively, we know the market and we could provide the insights. Then our 4th positioning pillar is that personal connection. Yes, you know, we're a SaaS, you know, B2B software company. Yes, that's technology, but you know what? There's a human element to it. It's that personal connection. It's the relationships. And it's not by choice that we continue with that tagline, relationships matter, because they do. And we honestly believe this is what truly separates us from our competitors, even the local ones. So at the end of the day, that was a very quick, you could say, drive-through of our new brand foundation. But you know, what we want is for you guys to take this in, you know, let it simmer a little bit, and going forward, think about, okay, what does this mean for you, right? Because what we believe is that you guys play a very, very significant role within the partner ecosystem. And you, dear partners, could help us to extend our brand externally. So, like I said, let this simmer a little bit. I know you just, you know, got all the news right now, you know, but it's very important for 2026, maybe us together, we could look at this a little bit more, right, closely. And when I say that, these are just, you know, examples. You know, these are what, you know, when I think about you guys, they're areas that we can make an impact together. So for example, selling partners, right? At the end of the day, you guys are our advisors in the market, right? You understand what the customers need. You're able to guide. And at the end of the day, you could help position SuperOffice in customers' understanding that we are a CRM that's simple, that's powerful, and future-proof, for example. And then when it comes to referral partners, right? You guys are the connectors. I mean, you guys already know the opportunities way probably ahead of the game, right? And you're very good at introducing us to different customers and companies. So, you know, with your trust very early on the game, perhaps, you know, for example, personal connection, it could be a pillar. I'm just, you know, speaking it out loud, a pillar that you could help us to adopt. And then our App Store partners, you guys are the innovators, right? Helping to have, you know, integrations, solving problems, unlocking the opportunities for our customers. So, you know, I'm not gonna say too much about this right now, but you know, what I wanna say is that in 2026, let's work tighter together, you know, on our brand guide. If you haven't been there already, there's material for you guys, but a promise that I make also to you guys is that, from my perspective, what I would love to do is be able to provide even clearer messaging to you so you understand how to absorb this narrative and push it out there externally. So that will come in 2026, early 2026. So before, I give the stage to Bruna, who's next, I just want to say at the end of the day, think about it. Think about our direction, right? It's clear, it's united, it's bold. And, at the end of the day, this rebranding could help with your story, strengthen your story. It could strengthen sales and strengthen the value that you bring within the market. Thank you. Bruna.
Okay, thank you, Tish. And thanks everyone for joining today. I am here to talk about our 2026 campaign and theme, and talk a little bit about how we are going to market with this message. We have this amazing position in the market, and how are we going to take it across all the different stages in the funnel. So let me talk to you a little bit about our theme for next year, which is pipeline anxiety. We all feel it sometimes. So this comes out of our North Star and tagline, which is get it out of your system and into ours. We see in the market, we see in our audience, we see with our prospects and customers that sometimes before having a CRM, they may have a lot of different systems to manage their customer relationships. And now, this, these different systems, they can sometimes be a little bit disjointed. They sometimes can not show the full picture. And what we're saying here, get it out of your system and into SuperOffice for clarity and customer overview. And this is the key thought behind our pipeline anxiety campaign. And this is an umbrella theme. It's not something that will be necessarily out in every asset or in every ad or in every creative out there, but it's the thought, and the umbrella theme here, because it speaks about that feeling that we sometimes get, like 3 a.m., where we are concerned about if our deals will close, if we have enough pipeline, or if we are, giving our customers the best customer service possible, if we are answering their requests in time, if we are doing the right thing. So the idea here is to take a lot of the pains and challenges that so many of our customers and prospects feel and own it first, but then show how SuperOffice can help bring structure, control, visibility, and with that they can go from uncertainty and some anxiety to confidence and growth. And how did we get to this topic and to this theme? I'm just going to talk a little bit about the reasons for pipeline anxiety. And we got here by talking to all of our local markets, by looking into the data we have on our own CRM, and also the data we get from prospects when they look for us and they reach out to us to get a demo. And we look into all of this, and we found like 4 key reasons for pipeline anxiety. One of them is the lack of overview and control. Feeling like things are falling through the cracks. This we hear a lot from our customers. We also see that the scattered data and data quality, it's also a big issue. Sometimes you have stuff in Excel, you have stuff on email folders, you have some stuff on personal email accounts, and this is a thing that really makes growing difficulty. It makes the visibility harder. And when your data quality is poor, you sometimes lose deals, or you don't give the best customer experience to your customer base. And of course, we also see that there's pressure to be more efficient. Globally, the macroeconomics is also tight right now. So there's a lot of discussions and a lot of challenges around efficiency, cost cutting and pressure to do more with less sometimes. And in comes a lot of good topics here that can support, like AI and digitalization. Also, we see that there's sometimes our prospects and customers, they suffer a little bit from lack of processes, not having the right processes in place, and this can also affect them, with succession in their workplace. Let's say you have one amazing salesperson who knows all of your sales processes, and then this person ends up leaving your company. What happens? So these are the reasons that really make up the pipeline anxiety, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about how we're bringing this to the market, and we are helping our audiences see how we can help them solve this. But just going a little bit into the input that we got, we have from our local markets and our own data some of these key challenges around data chaos, lack of visibility, the change management being a situation, fragmented systems, having a lot of information in different places. This can really, help hinder productivity. This can really help hinder growth. And we see our key personas here. These are the persons that really reach out to us and who we talk to. And they, what they need, they want visibility, they want pipeline management, they want to see what's coming, and they also are, they want to see the structure and how we can help them. We also see a lot of, trends around digitalization, the need to adopt AI that really helps business processes. And we also see, some of the top performing content and regional content highlights that stuff that really helps with our audiences on our different markets. And I'm pretty sure your audiences too. So, good ideas for us to work together on some of these topics here. Also, we see some global trends that we researched, on behavior for our audiences, our prospects, that we really took into account when planning for this campaign. So we see that a lot of B2B buyers are now looking to explore by themselves before they reach out to a salesperson. So how can we give them a lot of good information? How can we give them options to explore? So when they reach out, they are ready to start a sales conversation. We also see a lot of concern around data privacy, data sovereignty, and how can we really push our differentiating positioning pillar of being local, or of understanding Europe's business needs. And we see also the importance of being present on the review ecosystems. We have G2, Capterra, but of course there's a lot of other local review sites that are super important for the buy-in journey, because people will look out for information around companies on these places. And the same goes for communities and forums, being out there, being where our audience is. So these are all some of the trends that we see that can really impact the buying journey for next year. And for us as a CRM vendor and you as our partners, that means also, investing in some of these content formats, investing on some of these interactive product tours, or the Trust Pack that will help us really position ourselves as the go-to European CRM company. So these are some of the aspects that we took into consideration when we were deciding on this theme and also planning for our next year, which is what I'm going to show you next. And this is our plan for next year in terms of how are we going to tackle this big theme of pipeline anxiety. And as Bettina mentioned also, this campaign is super integrable, super adaptable. So if you're working like on a specific vertical, or if you want to take one key challenge of your market, I think we have enough content and ideas here to really help you out with this. The idea here, we took the 4 key reasons for pipeline anxiety, and we are doing a deep dive on each one of them throughout each of the quarters. And we will start on Q1 with the idea of feeling in control. We saw back then one of the key challenges our prospects face is this feeling of not being in control, this feeling of not having a complete overview. So we really want to focus on that and, get this feeling of a new year, new you. We all start a new year with full of possibilities. So we really want to get into this mindset and show them how choosing SuperOffice CRM can give them the overview they need, can help them move away from this fractured systems and this lack of understanding of what is really going on. So the idea here is that we talk about us being this new system that they really will use to get that growth that they so needed, and we all are looking after. And when we go into Q2, we will talk a lot about data quality. This is such an important topic right now. You have everything going on in the world. We have global competitors, but we are the local expert. So we'll really deep dive into security, data quality, the importance of GDPR, but also talking, when we talk about data quality, the importance of doing less manual work, because less manual work will also give you better data quality. And we'll also, really talk about the importance of having this 360-degree view over your business that you really can achieve with SuperOffice. And then, we have summer, but then we go into Q3, and Q3 will be all about efficiency. And we're doing that because we see that towards the end of Q3, our audience and our ICP will start talking about budget. And when we talk about budget, we really want to showcase the importance of adding a CRM to your company, because it can really help, automatizing some stuff, doing better workflows, and really can help you with being more efficient. Because we know, there's a cost also of doing manual work, that is a cost of not really digitalizing some of these processes. And this is what we really want to bring, where we launch our original research. We will partner with a market research company and really research all of our local markets to understand what is actually the cost of not changing, of not going into a greater overview of your customer relationships. And then we move into Q4. And then in Q4, we really want to focus on both the trends for next year, and we set the trends here because we, SuperOffice and you, our partners, we know this business. And we really want to talk about the importance of being able to forecast growth for next year. This is a little bit of a circle back to what we are starting the year with, control and data quality. But also, during Q4, we have our change events. These are our flagstone events, and we really want to connect the campaign to the topic that we're going to talk about in change, and really have a great experience all around, even taking some of the learnings from our original research into our events. These are the key topics. This is where we'll deep dive, but of course we will still talk a lot about some of the topics that are ongoing. And these are, our relationship loop topics, and also our CRM and ERP campaign and content. We have a lot of amazing stuff coming next year, and we will continue to focus on these topics because we understand the importance for the market and also for you. So this will still continue as an always-on theme, but the key deep dive will be on each of these topics throughout the year. And to give you like a glimpse of what's coming in Q1, this is what we are creating, and this is what we'll push out into the market. And here we have great opportunities also to co-create, to do some stuff together, to distribute some content together, and also, just really take this idea and turn it into something different that we both can co-create. So, keep that in mind. But we'll have blog articles, a visibility checklist, very, very actionable, where we hope that some of our prospects can really identify with some of the situations there on not maybe having complete visibility over their pipeline. We will have quizzes, we will have videos, and also we'll have a webinar that really bridges the gap between sales and marketing with our lead management features that are just out. So a lot of great opportunities for us to really discuss and be recognized as experts on this topic. And when we look throughout the funnel, and we know that 95% of the B2B buyers, they're not like in market right now to buy a CRM. So we really want to make a great impression. We really want to be top of mind. So that's why we have all of these different assets going throughout the funnel, and this will continue throughout all of our quarters. So we'll always cover the entire funnel. So, in the awareness phase, we are running our brand awareness campaign. We have videos and key assets talking about some of these issues that our prospects are facing, but we will also do thought leadership posts. We'll also do our blog article, and we'll also do more video content to really get that message across. And then when we move into the consideration and decision phases, where the 5% who are in market really are, we will really focus on the checklist, the quiz to get that conversion from our ICP, but also, to really be present where they are with content pieces that are really in their faces with the challenges that they're facing. And when we move into the decision stage, our product content with the sales and marketing alignment webinar is a great possibility for us to really help them make that decision and show them how with SuperOffice CRM they can have it all on the same platform, and that can really make a difference when you're looking to get more control, when you're looking to also get better data quality. So I'm super excited to talk about this. I'm super excited to hear also your thoughts about this campaign. How do you feel, how it resonates with your market? So please, send your ideas. Also, if you have any questions, send them our way. We'll be happy to talk about how we can take this to market together. And then I will give the stage to Bettina, who will talk a little bit more about some exciting opportunities for next year.
Great, thank you so much, Bruna, our head of growth marketing here in SuperOffice. And now for the first half of this webinar, we have looked into the SuperOffice positioning. And then you also now got the full introduction to the main theme and the campaign with the quarterly topics for next year. So we really believe this will give you as partners, good clarity into what's happening, also why it's happening. Pipeline anxiety. It's a real thing that so many of our prospects out there that don't have a CRM today, they are feeling it every single day. So positioning and the campaign structure and of course the content of it, that combined we are confident that this will also enable you to tell a really clear, good and compelling story throughout your funnel in your market in 2026. And regarding the campaign, like Bruna said, if you have any questions, ideas, etc., you're always welcome to reach out to us and your field marketing manager in your market. We are more than happy to dive in and discuss and brainstorm. And I also know each market have set up some individual sessions as well, which is great. Okay, so then let's move into the co-marketing sponsorship opportunities for next year. Great, now I saw the slide, fantastic. So just to start off, we love our happy customers, right? We really, really do. And the most fantastic thing is to see when customers want to go, out and share their story about how happy they are to be using SuperOffice CRM, integrations, and not least, your expertise and advisory on their growth journey. So what you see here is some examples of some of the customer stories that we've created together throughout this year, both in written format, video format, etc., and of course also on social media. And this is, the basis of next year's dedicated co-partner marketing track. Because, as I said in the previous webinar, SuperOffice, we would like to co-sponsor customer videos with our joint customers in 2026. And to do that, we also want to make that as easy as possible to apply for and get going on. So as you can see here on the screen, we have set up a form where you can submit your name and your company and also name the customer and their setup, their technical setup, and including services and other things that should be part of the video. And we will get back to you as soon as we see the submissions and agree on the plan from there. But I'm personally very, very excited about this, and like I said, we've already got one partner that has reached out about this initiative. So this is an encouragement to all of you online and also later watching the recording to look into your customer base and let's together really bring those great customer stories out there. And if we look to the famous funnel and the campaign that Bruno was talking about, one thing is customer stories and how important they are, in the decision-making stage. But they are also really, really amplifying our message in the market when it comes to brand awareness. And having our customers, also speak our joint story is really, really powerful. Good. Jeanette, have we received any questions in the chat on this yet?
No, not any questions so far.
Okay. Maybe that means everything is crystal clear. I hope so, but feel free to write in the chat. Also, if you have some reflections or comments or maybe ideas, please share. Jeanette, you are actively looking and monitoring that. Thank you. Okay. And then I also said that, let's take a look back to take some inspiration also for 2026. Because, we have together done a lot of great stuff that we also want to lift here in this forum, of course, to look at, what worked and also to share inspiration between us in this forum. So, busy slide, I know, but important to show that we've had some great campaigns happening. We have, attended your events and been present there. You have joined ours. We have, like I said, created a lot of great customer stories together. We have had, as I said, many great events where we have met prospects. We have talked with, your existing customers. They might have, let's say, an ERP. Fantastic opportunity to talk the ERP and CRM integration there. And Hugo has also had the honor to meet so many of our joint customers and also prospective new ones. In addition, we have had several partners running digital campaigns around CRM and SuperOffice in our partnership. Here's an example of 3 of them where we've seen different case studies, we see videos, we see also the therapy session that Cloud Connection is running to really lift the attention to CRM as a tool, and also, of course, the joint partnership that we have together. And I really, really hope to see even more of this in 2026. And then this is also pointing back to what Bruna went through in the campaign and the theme for next year, because we are super happy if you would like to, white label the content that we make and, co-create that together with us. Here are 2 examples of things that's been done this year. And again, the assets that we will share for the 2026 campaign, feel free to, reshare or, take it in, see how you add your flair on top, right? and share that within your channels as well. It's the exponential demand generation that we all can create as an even bigger team here in the partner community. Okay, and then I'm moving on to something super exciting. Oh, that was one too many. I got too excited, so I clicked so much, right? But we have the partner awards coming up in 2026, specifically 22nd of January. And here we take the time to really celebrate you as partners and the accomplishments and achievements you've made in 2025. There are several awards to be handed out, but I'm very proud and happy to be part of the jury for the Innovation Partner of the Year. And as you can see here, all of you can nominate for this award the different initiatives that you have done in 2025 that has moved the needle. Either it could be, you know, a creative, let's say, integration or a package or some apps or a clever campaign that has really, you know, made an impact on your results in 2025. And as you can see here, it's a link to the form, but you will of course receive this in a follow-up email so you can easily submit your applications. And both me and Jose are really looking forward to look into all the submissions. Right, Jose? I'm sure he'll give a thumbs up now. Great. Okay. And then we have several different forums where we share important updates, information, invite to collaboration, and joint opportunities. So we have now set our annual wheel for 2026, and as you can see, there are 3 different forums where you can join. Jose, Global Director of Partner Business, he is running the Global Partner Update on a monthly basis. And as you can see here, everyone working with SuperOffice in sales, consulting, marketing, app development, and referring. This is super relevant for all of you, so make sure to join in on that one. Then we have the Partner Marketing Update, the growth loop that we have here today. That will be a quarterly session. And if I click one more here now, see here, that was the award show. Here's the Global Partner Update dates and the quarterly Partner Marketing Update. The growth loop will happen once every quarter, where we will focus, like we do today, on marketing, campaigns, and you know what lies within our realm of focus. And then lastly, we have 2 sessions focusing on a tech update or product update, where we will deep dive with developers and technical consultants working with apps, scripts, and integrations. And the product wrap-up and training is targeted towards the same audience as in the Global Partner Update. But as you can see here, we are already looking forward to an eventful year together with you next year. And I'm super excited to see what we are able to create together, and I'm very confident that we will make an even bigger impression on the market and drive good growth together in 2026. And then we are actually in Q&A.
There are no questions in the chat, but if anyone wants to unmute and ask something directly, you are free to do that also.
More than free. Very nice. We'll give it another few seconds to see if there aren't any questions. But one thing I would love to get your comment in the chat on, or on the microphone, is, based on what you're seeing today, do you already have some ideas, thoughts around how, you know, the campaign and the positioning can integrate with, you know, your plans, and how you think about amplifying not only our message, but, you know, our joint message together in the market. Let's see if it comes in. Do we get any reactions? Thumbs up?
Not yet.
Quiet crowd. I take that as, you know, things being crystal clear. And I also know and understand that, you know, unmuting and, you know, raising your hand in a forum like this can be a bit, you know, intimidating. So that's all good. But you will receive the slides, and you will also receive the recording. We also have some other snackable updates in the follow-up email. So make sure to put your eyes on that when you receive it. And then I think, you know, let's say thank you to every one of you who joined in today. Thank you for your time. It was great having you. And I look forward to an eventful and exciting 2026 together with you on behalf of the marketing teams here in SuperOffice. So thank you.